Greetings and welcome to inductees, family members, and community members watching, and welcome to the virtual induction ceremony for the 2019-2020 Herndon Career Center in Southland CAPS chapter of the National Technical Honor Society. To introduce myself, I'm Nate Zier, the school counselor for Herndon Career Center in Southland CAPS. I'm also the chapter advisor for National Technical Honor Society. I wish we could be celebrating in person with your families and friends, but I hope this recognition is still meaningful to you. You've earned it through your hard work and dedication in the face of adverse learning conditions. I hope we'll see many of you soon as you complete certification testing throughout your programs of study. The goal of National Technical Honor Society is to see that deserving technical students be recognized and that people of the community become aware of the talents and abilities of the young people in our programs who choose technical education pathways to a successful future. To be nominated and inducted into the National Technical Honor Society, students must have been recognized for first semester honor roll, have no more than 9 absences, including 0 unexcused absences, have 0 disciplinary actions, have a 3.0 or higher cumulative GPA at their comprehensive high school, have a B+ or better at their Herndon Career Center or Southland CAPS program, and they must also have the recommendation of their teacher. The light of knowledge and the 7 attributes of membership are represented by candles. In the center of the table is a white candle representing knowledge. Knowledge is familiarity, awareness, or understanding gained through experience or study. This candle represents the knowledge you've gained through experience and study in your technical program. The other candles on the table represent the attributes of the National Technical Honor Society. The first member attribute is skill. Skill is the use of knowledge to develop great ability and expertness necessary to make a positive difference in a particular occupational field. The second member attribute is honesty. Honesty is the quality of being truthful, trustworthy, and fair with everyone while at work or play. The third member attribute is service. Service is giving assistance and being ready and able to provide a helpful and useful act. The fourth member attribute is responsibility. Responsibility involves the ability to act without guidance or superior authority and being answerable for your actions. The fifth member attribute is scholarship. Scholarship is the distinctive mark of one who has mastered an area of learning, as reflected in the quality of his or her work, especially with respect to scope, thoroughness, and care. The sixth member attribute is citizenship. Citizenship is being entitled with full civil rights and exercising the duties, rights, and privileges of this status. The seventh member attribute is leadership. Leadership is the responsibility of serving as a guiding force and directing the way by going first with courage and confidence in what you do. Students, we hope you recognize these 7 attributes in yourself and value these qualities, which make you eligible for membership in the National Technical Honor Society. The following students have been recognized by Herndon Career Center and Southland CAPS as having satisfied the requirements of membership, knowledge, and skills to be inducted into the National Technical Honor Society. In advertising and graphic design, we're proud to acknowledge Cameron Brown from Raytown South, Sam Burmeister, Raytown South, Madison Dorsey Grimm, Raytown High School, Ashlyn Jensen, Lee Summit North, Noah Taylor, Lee Summit West, and Sorrel Truby, Raytown High School. In animal health science through our Southland CAPS program, we're happy to recognize Hannah Barrett, Raytown High School, Raja Brockenberry, Raytown High School, Dylan Crosby, Belton High School, Jaden Cunningham, Lee Summit High School, Morgan Delvell, Lee Summit West, Chad Gardner, Raymore Peculiar High School, Brooke Godsey, Raymore Peculiar High School, Leanna Jacoby, St. Michael, Madison Joliffe, Lee Summit West, Callie Kirkpatrick, Lee Summit North, Maxwell Knibe, Raymore Peculiar High School, Kayla Lambert, Raytown High School, Chloe Oliver, Raymore Peculiar High School, Phoenix Poland, Lee Summit West, Madeline Storr, Raymore Peculiar High School, Gloria Tate, Raymore Peculiar High School, Taylor Thompson, Raymore Peculiar High School, Destiny Tillman, Raytown High School, Caitlin Vinto, Lee Summit High School, Catherine Walker, Raymore Peculiar High School, and Charlize Watson, Lee Summit North. In our automotive collision program, we're proud to recognize Sean Hotaling, Raytown High School, Connor Mosberg, Lee Summit West, Job Tinkham, Lee Summit North, Gavin Darby, Grandview, and Brayton Reiner from Raytown South. In our automotive technology program, we're pleased to recognize Samuel Brown from Lee Summit North, Conrad Fries from St. Michael, Derry Malone, Raytown High School, Sky Murphy from Raytown South, Ethan Ty, Lee Summit West, and Ryan Franks from Lee Summit North. In our construction trades program, we're happy to recognize Grace Burks from Lee Summit West, David Gonzalez from Raytown South, Lataja Nathan Pouncil from Ruskin High School, Sean O'Connor from Lee Summit High School, Johnny Johnson from Raytown High School, and Samuel Self from Belton High School. In cosmetology, we're happy to recognize Lydia Bogart from Lee Summit West, Kylie Kapp, Truman High School, Kennedy Elliott, Lee Summit High School, Jalela Epperson, Raytown High School, Tana Hamlin, Lee Summit North, Ashley Hines, Grandview High School, Faith Hurst, Center High School, Bianca Landon, Lee Summit West, Kiara Nichols, Belton High School, Jennifer Orozco, Raytown South, Kaylee Perez, William Chrisman High School, Destiny Perkins, William Chrisman High School, Elizabeth Praisel, Lee Summit West, Naomi Soto Renteria from Van Horn High School, Alexa Vega from Raytown South, and Caitlin Wida from Lee Summit High School. In culinary arts, we're pleased to recognize Elijah Green from Raytown High School, Rashawn Hill from Raytown South, Jada Thomas from Lee Summit West. In our Southland CAPS program of education exploration, we're happy to recognize Amanda Brackeen from Raytown South, Taylor Jakes, Raytown South, Molly McIntyre, Raytown South, Sarah Pitts, Raytown High School, and Amanda Reasons from Raytown High School. In our emergency medical technician program, we're pleased to recognize Alyssa Barton, Lee Summit, Mercy Lessard, Truman High School, Jocelyn Miranda, Raytown High School, Morgan Seibert, Lee Summit West, Brooke Stone, Lee Summit High School, Jennifer Stump, Truman High School, Daliana Sullivan, Grandview High School, and Azandrea Wilson Hancock from Raytown South. In our Foundations of Nursing program under the guidance of Ms. Plesser, we're pleased to recognize Eliana Aquino from Truman High School, Yardanka Araz from Van Horn, Alicia Becerra from Truman High School, Sydney Kaw from Raytown High, Jennifer Combs, Truman High School, Chance Hale, William Chrisman High School, Maria Herman, Grandview High School, Aislinn Hobbs, William Chrisman High School, Lillian Kraft from William Chrisman, Ariana Love, Raytown High School, Taya Mouch, Raytown South, Caitlin McGill, Lee Summit High School, Jordan Phillips, Raytown South, Aaron Prentice, Raytown South, Patience Preston, Raytown South, Jada Quezada, Truman High School, Haley Robinette, William Chrisman High School, Emily Singer, Lee Summit North, Gabriella Tilford, Lee Summit, and Deshanae Witherspoon from Raytown South. In our Foundations of Nursing program under the guidance of Ms. Pratt, we're happy to recognize Kira Ashurst, William Chrisman, Laura Ayala, William Chrisman, Brittany Banks, Grandview High School, J.R. Bozeman, William Chrisman, Jasmine Cage, Center High School, Kaylin Cox, William Chrisman High School, Gloria Damian, William Chrisman High School, Freesia Floyd from Lee Summit High School, Doris Graves from Ruskin High School, Angel Larry, Raytown High, Beverly Moro Barrera, Raytown South, Celeste McBride, Lee Summit North, Lindsay McMillan, Truman High School, Kaylee Neal, Raytown High School, Lauren Scott, Grandview High School, and Teria Taylor, Raytown South, Madison Thieverge, Lee Summit High School, and Tamia Trotter from Raytown High School. In our Industrial Engineering and HVAC program, we're pleased to recognize Charles Alford from Ruskin High School, Jesse Best from Raytown High, Zachary Clark from Raytown High School, and Dylan Hash from Lee Summit West. In our Law Enforcement and Police Science program, we're happy to recognize Cameron Basinski from William Chrisman High School, Logan Gilner, Raytown South, Quentin Haynes, William Chrisman, Naomi Hill, Raytown High School, Nalia Landrum, Grandview High School, Walter Manulelua, Lee Summit High School, Amia Parham, Raytown South, Aliyah Pate, Truman High School, Charlie Ritchie, Lee Summit West, Marissa Ritchie, Lee Summit West, Alexis Frazier from William Chrisman High School, and Mason Howe from Truman High School. In our Technology Solutions program through Southland CAPS, we're happy to recognize Corey Walker from Raytown South. In our Welding and Metal Fabrication program, we're happy to recognize the following students: Zachary Clark, Raytown High School, Cole Davis from Lee Summit North, Derek Donaldson, Lee Summit West, Gage Rice, Lee Summit West, Jerome Tyler, Ruskin High School, and Christopher Zahn from William Chrisman High School. Traditionally, students would remain standing after their introduction, and we would recite the pledge together. Today, I'll read the pledge and ask that those students read along and recognize how they can continue to embody these ideals to successfully pursue their professional interests. As a member of National Technical Honor Society, I pledge to maintain the highest standard of personal conduct. I will apply myself to continue a record of scholastic achievement, and I will strive for excellence in all aspects of my education. I will invest my talents, my skills, and my knowledge in a career of my own choosing, and shall always endeavor to uphold my obligations as a citizen of my community and my country. Congratulations to our newest members of the National Technical Honor Society. I wish we could celebrate in person, but this will have to do for now. We'll have membership packages available for pickup at Herndon Career Center during the week of May 26th to May 29th between the hours of 8 and 2:30 p.m. Please refer to the email from Dr. Reichert for more specific instructions on how to pick these up. This email was sent last week. Today, we've recognized 130 members, making this the largest National Technical Honor Society class in the history of Herndon Career Center. This speaks to the continued caliber and quality of students entering the trades and who are actively pursuing their career passions through technical education. We're proud of all of you, and please know that we are always here to help and support you as you pursue your continued education and your careers. Thank you.